What is life without art? What is life without poetry? What is life without the pulsations of creation brought into form? Season 4 of the Forward Movement podcast is all for the poets. May we receive the poets. May we drip and soak and bathe in the wisdom, in the words, and the stories, and the contributions of the poets. It's been a little bit since we've had guest speakers on this podcast, ever since season 2 of Education Reform. And this season, most likely, there will be a continuous drip of guest speakers, all poets. This may or may not be the only solo casts. We may close on one, haven't decided yet. And in this journey, in this process, the vision, as it always is with the Forward Movement podcast, is to elevate the power of moving forward in one's life and how this looks different from person to person, and simultaneously how this looks different within separate areas of one's life. How beautiful it is, especially within the field of poets, to explore the notion that every soul has a different story regarding moving forward. Every soul has a different story of how the beauty and the sadness and the pleasure and the sensations of life itself and being in form in this physical body translates into the words that then become an expression which one may call poetry. The speakers this season, all of them are dripping out from my poetry class. I am a part of a poetry class, and this poetry class has poets from all over. Back a few months ago, I had the opportunity and the beautiful privilege of traveling to Kansas City for a poetry event. And during this time, my entire heart and mind and experience shifted as a human because of the experience of being around so many souls who are moving forward. Even in the act of standing still, one is still moving forward because they're having the bravery of simply being, of their heart rising to their tongue, and their tongue being brave enough to share outwards. This is what Kansas City was like. This is what the poets all gathered for, was to receive one another and to give themselves. All I kept hearing recently is the next season is for the poets, the next season is for the poets. Everyone, what's the point of being a human in this physical experience if we are not creating art and beauty and love? What is the point? Sure, the contrast will be here, and I'm certain that within the season we'll explore the depths of contrast in one way or another, because that's what a poet is it not? Are they not? Contrast in form? May I make something clear, perfectly clear. It's my belief in this moment in time that every soul is a poet, every human is a poet. Every soul has the ability to contribute. It's just the matter of whether or not they're contributing. My prayer in this season is that every single soul, every single guest speaker who moves through the space has the ability and feels the spaciousness to share their authentic truth and let it pour and ripple and wave out to those who receive. And simultaneously, since the beginning of the time that the Forward Movement podcast was birthed, it's my belief that every single soul who turns in and tunes into episodes, to conversations within this space, is very much co-creating the current dialogue. Even though it's in the future, you're listening in the future, myself and whomever I'm in conversation with, we are hearing you, we are receiving you, we are connecting with you, and therefore, in one way or another, the conversation is being shifted to support that which you're seeking to receive. That's why you're here. Because there's something here that I heard you say, and I'm like, oh, we gotta open up the season because someone's gonna see this, someone's gonna hear this, and they're gonna be like, thank you. Thanks for listening. And I'm like, you're welcome. We co-create. Really, though, truly. And also, that's it. This episode, short, sweet, simple. The season is for the poets, is for the ones who have a story to share, is for the ones who are raising their hand bravely to simply be seen in all that they are in this moment in time and knowing that the future of who they are to be is not who they are in this moment in time. And simultaneously, it is. Mhm. I will end with this. May you create. May you create. Create anything. Place a flower on the grass intentionally. That's a creation, that's a contribution. Draw, paint, sing, act, dance. Bring physical matter into a pattern. Allow yourself to simply be in the stillness. That's a contribution and that's a creation. By simply being that, don't you see that you're allowing your own imprint of who you are to be a contribution to that which you are sitting within? The stillness. I promise you, I don't make promises. I don't make promises. I am certain that if you choose one day to say, no, honey, I'm gonna go sit outside amongst the humans, and I'm just gonna sit there, and I'm gonna be. You're just sitting there. You're just being, you're just observing, you're just watching, you're just listening, you're just tasting, you're just smelling, you're just hearing. People are gonna pass you, and they're gonna witness you as a creation of beauty. And not only a creation of beauty, they're going to witness you as an inspirational act of beingness. That may be the largest contribution you could ever provide to this planet and ever provide to humanity is to simply be in the expression that you are in every given moment in time and allow the other to receive you. Sure. Right. Paint, draw, act, sing. Do everything in the physical. We're in form. That's beautiful. May we do that. May we all do that. May that be the contribution as well. The ending of this expression is to go out, even though you're creating in the physical, and simply be and let the authenticity of all that you are in that moment be what the others receive. And may that be the human or the tree or the bird or the moss or the mycelium. You, as you are, and the deep presence that you have the ability to be in, and to root in, and to ground in, and to settle in, which you do so often already. This, that's the contribution. Okay, season 4 for the poets. Toodles baboodles. My name is Renee Jean Lemieux, and this is the Forward Movement Podcast.